Hey guys, it's Redox. Welcome back to another video, and we're going to be talking about some of the best comps currently in the game for teamfight tactics. First best comp we're going to take a look at is the Glacial Rangers. And the Glacial Rangers are so good because you have a lot of damage, a lot of DPS in the late game with 4 of your Rangers, and you also have Glacial stuns coming off from your Hyper Carry Ashe, and then you have Volibear, Sejuani, and Anivia also doing some stuns for 30% of the chance. You'll have 4 Glacials, you'll have 4 Rangers, so you have the entire 65% chance to double the attack speed for all your Rangers. So basically, all your Rangers are basically going to do a lot of damage. You're going to be attacking for double the speed in most cases. So you're going to have a lot of DPS, a lot of freezes coming off your Ashe. And also you have some minor bonuses like the Phantom bonus from your Mordekaiser and Kindred that drops a random enemy champion by 100 health points. So this can be good or bad just because it's all RNG based. If your opponent has 8 champions in the game and it targets a champion that really doesn't matter, like that champion can just die off and it's still not a big problem for your opponent, then the Phantom bonus isn't so good. But if your RNG is good and it saps the health of a Draven, let's say, and he's about to die, then you're in a better position because, you know, Draven's going to die much quicker because of that health loss. And then you have the other minor bonus, which is the Knights, 20 damage blocked for Sejuani, and Mordekaiser, which is not really important, but it's just there to give them a little bit of survivability. The next best comp we're going to take a look at is the Locket sorcerers. So the Locket sorcerers, we have Kassadin, Lulu, Vigar, Morgana, Aurelion Sol, Sejuani, Cho'Gath, and Karthus. And basically all of these champions, except for Cho'Gath, Sejuani, are sorcerers. So you're going to have the full 6 sorcerer bonus going on here, plus 100% spell damage. So you're gonna do double the spell damage for all of your champions, and you're gonna also double the mana gain from your sorcerers. So they're gonna stack mana very quickly, and they're gonna do tons of damage with their abilities. And this comp is really good because first of all, you do tons of damage. Also with Aurelion Sol, because he is a huge carry, and Aurelion Sol is kind of the guy you're gonna be putting all the items on. And what you're looking for with this comp is a Lockets, and that's why it's called a Locket sorcerers. You're gonna try to get 3 Iron Solaris stacked on one champion, so you can put it all on Aurelion Sol, put him in the middle of your team. You're gonna get 600 shields for everybody, which is crazy. That's 600 free health points to everybody, and you're gonna be doing a lot of damage still with your other items that you have. If you keep building ability power items, which you should be doing with a sorcerer comp, you're still going to be doing lots of damage. And that's why the Locket sorcerers are very strong. Even the sorcerer bonus by itself is really good for all of these champions because all of them do a lot of damage with their active abilities. Next best comp is the Ninja Assassins, and this comp has been mentioned a lot before because there are obvious reasons as to why this comp is very strong. First of all, getting all 4 ninjas is going to be a huge attack steroid, huge attack boost for all 4 ninjas on the board, which are Akali, Kennen, Shen, and Zed. You get plus 80% attack damage to all of them. That's almost doubling their attack, which is insane. And these ninja champions are actually fairly decent in the game. They're not too bad either, so they're gonna get this extra attack steroid. And on top of that, you're going to get the 6 assassin bonus, 350% critical strike damage to all the assassins on the board. That's a lot of critical strike damage, and assassins love crit. They want to do way more damage than they should be able to do. So you're going to see your assassins doing, 1 or 2 shots on enemy champions, and they're going to wipe them off the board very quickly. And so with this full ninja and assassin team, you're looking to make maybe Pyke or Akali or maybe Zed as your carries, your primary carries. So when I say carries, you're putting most of your items on these guys because these guys are the strongest in general out of your whole assassin ninja comp. And this team is just very good because it's very easy to find assassins. The ninjas are a bit hard to find just because Akali is a 4 gold costing champion. So she's a little bit more rare, but she's not a 5 gold costing champion. So you should be able to get at least one Akali throughout the game. So this composition is not too difficult to find. It's relatively easy to search for, and you can definitely build this team comp in most of your games. I think as long as other players are not going for the same comp, so you know the champions will show up more as long as there are less players going for the same comp. But anyways, ninja assassins are easy to get. They do tons of damage with a ninja bonus and assassin bonus, and in general they're just very difficult to deal with because of their large amount of critical strike damage. The next best comp is the Glacial Elemental Rangers, and the team comp for this is Vayne, Varus, Lissandra, Ashe, Kindred, Sejuani, Brand, and Anivia. And this comp is a little bit different than the Glacial Rangers because you have the elementalists in this comp. So you're going to have no Mordekaiser, and you're going to have Brand for the elementalist proc with Anivia and Lissandra. So Lissandra, Anivia, and Brand will proc a stone golem on your map. You're going to have this huge health golem that's an extra unit, an extra tank for your team, and this golem can definitely help you win an extra round that you may have lost because this extra tanky unit is going to be very annoying for your opponent to deal with. The elementalist bonus is very good, especially in the early to mid game, because that golem is very difficult to deal with. In the late game it kind of falls off, but the elementalist bonus regardless is still good because you're essentially just getting another unit. And on top of that, you're still getting the Glacial Freeze off your Ashe and Anivia and Lissandra, of course, and you're still going to have all 4 Rangers because 4 Rangers, it's going to give you 65% chance to double the attack speed, which is insane. It's going to give you lots of DPS once again, lots of freezes on your hyper carry Ashe. And Kindred, let's talk about Kindred as well. Actually, I should have talked about Kindred in the first comp with the Glacial Rangers, but Kindred has the same purpose in this team as the first Glacial Ranger comp. Basically, not only is she a ranger, but her ability is insane. Her ability basically allows your backline to survive a little bit longer. It's an ultimate that makes everybody immune in her golden circle. So basically, Ashe, Varus, and Vayne that are going to stay in the back with Kindred, when Kindred procs her ult, your opponents, no matter how much they attack you, none of your rangers are going to die within that ultimate duration because her ultimate saves lives. And that's why Kindred is very strong. She is an S tier champion now. She is very good in any ranger comp. Kindred should always be a must. She's a supportive champion for your rangers, and she also does a lot of damage as well. The next best comp is the Ninja Elementalist, and the Ninja Elementalist, well, it's basically a combination of ninjas and elementalists with a little bit of Draven. So we've got Lissandra, Zed, Shen, Kennen, Katarina, Draven, Akali, and Anivia. So as you guys can see, we have the Imperial bonus first of all from Katarina and Draven, and whenever you tech in a Draven, you can never go wrong because you have 50% chance here to either get Draven or Katarina double the damage, which is good enough, so you don't need all 4 Imperials. And if Draven gets the Imperial bonus, he's going to be killing things on the board very fast. Draven is the god of all champions in the game. He's the strongest, and it's never bad to tech him in. So he's going to be one of your carries. The other carry is going to be Akali. Once again, Akali's the best ninja, in my opinion, in the whole game. So if you can give Akali lots of ability power items like the death cap, or you can even give her the seraphs as well, or spear of Shojin, give her quick mana. She's going to be scaling off that. She's going to be using her 5-point strike to do tons of damage, as it's a very low costing mana ability that can kill guys very quickly. So those are your hyper carries once again for this team. And you're going to also have the full ninja bonus because you got all 4 ninjas on the board. They'll get plus 80% attack damage. And Elementalist, the golem will be spawning, of course. So that's going to be extra champion or unit for your team. And then you have the Imperial bonus, which we just talked about. And you get 3 assassin bonus. You don't have 6 assassins, so you're going to still get the assassin bonus. 150% critical strike damage, which is decent enough. It falls off in the late game, but it's okay from early to mid. It's very strong, and it's still never bad. It's never a bad thing to have, of course, at any point of the game. So that's why this comp is really good. You got ninjas, which are very good. You got elementalists, which are very good, and you also have a little bit of Imperial from the Draven as well. The final S tier comp we're going to take a look at is the Imperial Elementalists. And this comp, well, from its name, you're going to be focusing this time on getting all 4 Imperials and Elementalists as well. So you're going to have Darius, Katarina, Draven, and Swain for your Imperial comp. And then you're going to have Kennen, you're going to have Anivia and Brand for your Elementalist procs. And you're going to have Sejuani because she's a Glacial. She's going to work with Anivia for the Glacial stun. So you're still going to have a little bit of the 20% chance to stun with the Glacials. You're going to have all 4 Imperials, so every single Imperial unit in this comp, all 4 of them will get double the damage. So that's a ton of damage, and Draven and Swain are very, very strong right now. So they're going to be doing even more damage with this bonus. And then after that, you also have of course, the elementalist bonus. So at the start of combat, you summon a golem. You got the demon burn as well. So you actually have a 30% chance to mana burn for your Brand and your Swain, because they're both demons. And then you have knights, which is Darius and Sejuani. They'll get a little bit of the knight armor bonus, which is not a big deal. And then you have 1 ninja bonus for your Kennen. So Kennen will do 40% extra attack damage, which is good for him. So this team, once again, is very, very strong because you have, first of all, the 4 Imperials. So your 4 Imperials get all double the attack damage. And of course, when you have Draven, who's extremely strong, and you have Swain, who's also very, very strong, you're going to just be making these very strong champions even stronger. And the elementalists, of course, are really good because you get another golem or another unit on the board for your team. Now let's take a look at the tier A team comps. So these team comps are very good, but they're not as good as the S tier comp. The first comp on this list is going to be the Yordle sorcerers. And the Yordle sorcerers are going to be Tristana, Poppy, Lulu, Veigar, Kennen, Aurelion Sol, and Gnar. So basically, you're going to have all 6 Yordles, no matter what. You got to have all 6 Yordles. And then second of all, you're going to have an Aurelion Sol to fit in, and you could have more champions on top of this. Of course, depending on what level you get to in the game, because this is assuming you're level 6 or 7, for example. If you're level 6, you're going to have a Force of Nature to put an extra unit on the board. But you can, of course, add more champions onto these team comps. Just keep that in mind. None of these team comps are really set in stone. Some champions can be missed. Some champions can be added in or taken out. But the champions I'm giving you from this list, these are a must for these comps. So you have 6 Yordles and an Aurelion Sol at least. So with 6 Yordles, of course, you have 50% chance to miss or 60% chance to miss. In the live server, it's 60, but it went down again in PvE server. So, you know, all of these, just to let you guys know, all these bonuses, the percent chance to burn and miss and whatnot, they're going to go up and down depending on what Riot decides to do for the next patch. So anyways, you'll get a huge amount of percentage to miss for your Yordles, first of all. And that's a really good bonus, especially when you're dealing with attack damage comps. So any comps that like to auto attack luck. So this comp is going to be very good against, let's say, Rangers. So they're going to be dodging 50% or 60% of the Ranger attacks. There's going to be a lot of misses. And from Assassins, Yordles actually do very, very well against Assassins because Assassins also rely on being able to hit a lot with their auto attacks. And of course, Assassins get a boost from their auto attacks and their spell damage with the extra critical strike damage. So if you can dodge a lot of their auto attacks, there's going to be less critical strikes coming in, which means less damage for your Assassins, and they will eventually die to the Yordles. So Yordles are very good against any comps that want to do a lot of auto attack damage. And not only that, with this comp, you also do get the sorcerer bonus with Aurelion Sol. You have 3 sorcerers, so there's plus 35% spell damage for all your champions, which is pretty good. And you get double the mana stacking from your sorcerers, so like your Veigar, Lulu, and Aurelion Sol. So they're going to be able to stack mana quickly, and they can use their ability more. And you have 1 ninja bonus for Kennen. He's going to get plus 40% attack damage, which is always a good thing. So there you go. This is your Yordle sorcerer comp. Of course, these are the Yordles and Aurelion Sol. You need to have these champions in order for this team comp to work. And of course, you can add in more champions to this list because this is not a complete list, but these are the key players for this comp. The next A tier comp is the Wild Sorcerers. And the champions in this comp, it's Nidalee, Warwick, Ahri, Morgana, Shyvana, Gnar, and Aurelion Sol. So you're going to have, first of all, 4 wilds. What do all 4 wilds give you? Well, basically, you get an attack speed boost up to 5 times for all your champions on the board. And it's basically a free Gwynsu's Rage Blade for everybody. So that's pretty nice. So everybody can attack much faster, dealing more damage and being able to stack mana more quickly, which is always a good thing. That means you can use your active skills a lot faster. The second bonus you'll be getting is a dragon bonus. So your dragons, Aurelion Sol and Shyvana, will get immunity to magic damage. So they're basically gonna have a free Dragon's Claw on them, and they're gonna straight up counter any sorcerer comps because they do no damage whatsoever to these guys with active skills. So it's a very, very good bonus. And you also have the shapeshifter bonus. You get 100% bonus maximum health to your shapeshifters. So your Gnar, your Nidalee that transforms, and your Shyvana, when they transform into their beast mode, they're gonna get health back. It's gonna be a healing mechanism basically. And you also have the 3 sorcerer bonus. You'll still get 35% spell damage to all your champions and double the mana stacking for your sorcerer. So this is a very good comp. Lots of attack speed, lots of active skill usage, and you have lots of wilds and sorcerers here. The next comp is the wild Imperials. So as the name states, we're looking at wilds and Imperials selectively, which are going to be Nidalee, Warwick, Darius, Ari, Katarina, Gnar, Draven, and Swain. So once again, you're collecting all 4 Imperials. It's a must for this comp. You can get double the attack damage for all your Imperials here. So Draven and Swain, once again, are going to be your main hyper carries here. And then you also have 4 wilds. So all your Imperials will also get double the attack speed and your wilds as well, because you have all 4 wilds, once again, that you've collected. And double the attack speed is going to be immense for someone like Draven, because Draven's spinning axis also gives him an attack speed boost as well, a huge attack multiplier. So you're going to have Draven rolling those axes so quickly and dealing damages so fast. This comp is going to be very, very difficult to deal with if your opponent has to deal with an extremely high attack speed, extremely high attack damage Draven. And on top of that, you also have the shapeshifter bonus as well, because all your shapeshifters will get a bit of healing when they transform into their beast form. So this comp is very, very strong because of course you have the full wild attack speed bonus, and on top of that you have Imperials doing double the damage. So the final A-tier team comp is going to be the Glacial Elementalists. And here we have Lissandra, Braum, Ashe, Volibear, Sejuani, Anivia. So you've got all 6 Glacials. You're going to be collecting all 6 of them, and you're going to have, for the fillers, Leona, and you're going to have a Brand. Because if you're going to have a Braum, you're going to have a Leona, because Braum by himself is not that good. But with Leona, you're going to be able to have the Guardian Shield bonus for all of your allies, plus 40 armor that are standing next to Leona and Braum, so everybody's a little bit more tanky. And of course, you have 6 Glacials, which means you're going to get 45% chance to stun. And if you make Ashe a hyper carry, she's going to be stunning basically 1 and 2 attacks, which is pretty crazy. So you're going to have a lot of Glacials here doing lots of stuns. And you're also going to have the Elementalist bonus with Lissandra, Anivia, and Brand. And that's why Brand is here. And also Brand does a lot of damage, and that's why he's one of the best Elementalists to pick. And of course, at the start of the combat, you're going to get a Golem summon. And that's why this comp is really good. You're going to have an extra champion on the board, which is the Golem, basically. And you're going to have lots of freezes, 45% chance to stun with all your Glacial units. And very, very high armor with the plus 40 armor to all your units, making everybody tanky. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, hey, where are the other really, really good comps? And, we're talking about maybe possibly Nobles, Blade Masters, or Demons. What about these guys? And these guys are very good. If you do go for these comps, you will still probably end up in the top 3 position of every game. But the thing is, they're just not as consistently good as the comps I've mentioned in this video. They are very good, but they're just not good enough to be in this part of the composition. So if you want to go for the very best, most consistently good comps, you're going for the S and A tier comps that I've mentioned in this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and hopefully this video helped you guys understand which are the current best comps, of course, in the game. But not to say other comps don't work, it's just that these comps are consistently very good. But of course, Riot keeps working on the game, and as they keep balancing and as they keep patching up things, this is going to shift, it's going to change, it's going to go up and down. So I'll be making more tier list guide videos for you guys once again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again. And of course, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment as well. And I'll see you guys next time.